To make dinner easier, would you like to just go to the Hard Rock Cafe for dinner? Asked Daddy. Sure, he all said. We then all went over to the Hard Rock. It was literally a 5-minute walk from our hotel. After we ordered drinks and dinner, we began to carry the conversation. I forgot to ask, how was your hour alone before we came along? I asked. Romantic, said my mommy, turning her head to look at Daddy. Yep, very romantic, said my dad, turning his head to look at Mommy. Our parents then kissed on the lips again. So, what were you guys doing? Mommy asked. We were playing a game to see who could come up with the hardest riddles, I said. Is that true? Daddy asked. Yep, said Sam. Yep, said Dr. Marcacius, who was patting me on the back because I was sitting next to him. Oh, sweet, try it on this, said Mommy. Yes, said Daddy. Okay, I said, not knowing what to do, which got me worried because it was originally my lie. I'll go first. I see without seeing. To me, darkness is as clear as daylight. What am I? Dr. Marcacius asked. A Crouch from that terrible Batman movie, Batman Forever? Answered Daddy. Correct, but what's the answer from the actual movie? Dr. Marcacius asked. Blind as a bat, said Mommy. You know, I work for Marvel, but I've seen plenty of DC movies. In fact, I remember seeing that very well when I was dating your mom, said Daddy. We were pissed off when we left the movie theater, said Mommy. I personally am shocked that you remember that. It was 1995, said Dr. Marcacius. Yeah. You know what I'm shocked about, Mommy asked? What? Asked Dr. Marcacius, as he began to take a sip on his drink. That even though you were very inconsiderate about the hotels you booked on the way back up, you were still very considerate on the hotels you booked on the way down to Orlando. Dr. Marcacius then choked on his drink. Marcus, are you okay? Daddy asked. There were a few more coughs before Dr. Marcacius was able to answer. I'm fine. I just need to step outside, said Dr. Marcacius. Dr. Marcacius then got up from the booth and left. Can one of you go outside with him? I'm not sure if we were in a good neighborhood or not, Mommy asked. I will, I said. Be back in 5 minutes, said Mommy. I will. I don't want to miss my macaroni and cheese because nobody makes macaroni and cheese as good as here, I said, which was in my eyes true. I then walked outside. Are you okay? I asked when I saw Dr. Marcacius sitting next to the door outside. Yeah, said Dr. Marcacius. I could tell he was trying to catch his breath of how deeply he was breathing. Mommy made you uncomfortable? I asked. Yes, said Dr. Marcacius. I'm sorry. She didn't know. She has nothing to be sorry about. True. There was a pause as I could tell we were trying to think about what to say next. Can I ask you a serious question? Dr. Marcacius asked in a way where I could really tell, begin to feel his voice sounding like an adult's voice, because he is going to be an adult in less than a week. Sure, I answered. Do you think the Return is a good or a bad guy? I have a very well thought out answer for that for someone my age. What is it? You know how I love Disney? Yes. So I've seen Aladdin multiple times. So have I, but continue. So Aladdin stole things stole things in the beginning because he stole only what he couldn't afford, and that was everything. What is your point? Do you consider Aladdin a bad guy for breaking the law? For stealing, which is breaking the law? No, I don't. And neither does the rest of that movie's audience consider him a bad guy. That's what I think of the Return. Well, in America, breaking the law is breaking the law no matter what, said Dr. Marcacius. We don't live in America, I reminded. I think the Return does. You once beat up people and jumped out a window to escape. Do you consider yourself the bad guy? Actually, I did at that time. Do you still? Yes, actually I do, because I cost Mom her job at the hospital on Paulina Street. So it looks like we're looking at this issue from opposing sides, I said. Yep, said Dr. Marcacius. The let's go in now. Okay. We then re-entered the Hard Rock Cafe. Sorry, I just needed fresh air, said Dr. Marcacius as we were sitting down at the booth. Nothing to be sorry about. I need that all the time when I was pregnant with each of you, said Mommy. I then looked up at the ceiling and noticed something, that I haven't noticed until now. Wow, George, that was the longest I think you have ever gone without noticing ceiling fans until you noticed them, said Daddy with a smile. Me too. The only other location I've been to is Chicago, and they aren't there, I said. We ate at the one in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, for a honeymoon, said Mommy. I took a good look at the memorabilia in it, so I probably looked at the ceiling in it, but I didn't notice any ceiling fans except outside on the stage, said Daddy. Things also could have totally changed, regarding that, because that was over 20 years ago, said Mommy. One thing I do remember was that was the first time I ever had poutine. It was hot. It was in that Hard Rock. Yum, said Daddy. What is poutine? I asked. A Canadian dish consisting of French fries, gravy, and white cheddar cheese, said Daddy. I've never been a big fan of gravy, but that does sound good, I said. Well, it isn't being served at this Hard Rock because we are not in Canada, said Daddy. Our food then arrived, and after that we went back to our hotel room and had a very pleasant night in Atlanta.